good will come of today. I just know it. What do you think? Does this suit me?
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Not good will come of this.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After oh dear.
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would not see you go unrewarded for your trouble.
Content to live in idleness. Always sets me to think. Come to think of it, is your pack not overburdensome? You carry so much, I worry for your poor spine.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Oi, Arisen, over here. Surely you didn't think I'd abandon you. That's quite...
Think you stand a chance? Why? Not on your life. Out of the car already.
Give me a moment to think.
Come up and I'll send you flying.
I'll not take that from you. Next time I can try to get
your guard. I see you've been drenched. Dry off the sword.
Spare no effort against this foe.
I don't stand a chance against us now.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Use these flames to smite our enemies.
Head will roll if horse goes awry.
All this fuss over opponents in Torcham. It shan't happen again.
Feast your eyes on this!
I worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest. There's much need doing.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
This hustle must able to be right at home. I've the presence to command any. Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
Welcome.
There'll be a few heavy curses about today.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured some.
What am I to do?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master! Pray, leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. I've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your Majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation.
Right you are.
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your Majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely there's aught to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, a few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint, but alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part, but as to how that should be done, I'm ashamed to say I do not know. 'Twill
Over here! Perhaps a journey to Batal will aid us in unraveling the secrets of Godsway. I can guide you there if you wish.
Shall we get some rest then?
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Try to enjoy life where and when I can.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
You the Arisen? Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Nattering all day is tiring work.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Lot of arses round here with... Sticks, Lord. Stop him.
I'm in fine.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
mood for a bit of excitement.
I've more time than I know how to spend. Master, it would be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phasus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning. Here, I thought it best that you have it. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
Lots to do. Just a little time. They wish they were in my boots.
It's a blessing.
Always patrolling doesn't number
Wise are as discerning with time as with coin.
I'm ready for patrol. Here's hoping there'll be no
Dare say
trouble.
I could forget all my troubles
but
here.
a long day of work.
Mayhap I'll come here and have a day to myself.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
I've more time than I know how to spend. This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Why me?
Everyone's as tired as I am, seems like. Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
We must rest, though the... I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go, then. I hope you slept well.
Least I have mine.
Time to find me a mark. Coin.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart.
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
As a matter of fact, the events of the coronation are as vivid in my mind as if they occurred only yesterday. We must needs uncover this...
You dare!
Right. It is a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to eat. Let him go to waste.
I grant you roaring flame.
Oh.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at last. Asked. 'Twas a remarkable recovery. Many thanks.
When does my watch end?
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? I see. That is most disappointing. No matter. Your failure has cost me but farewell, Arisen.
We are to safeguard Sir Oscar to the cenotaph. Shall we be off? I know the way. Follow me.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Many thanks to you. I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
It's so dull when there's nothing interested in my wares.
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
To find in town today.
Gotta be somewhere to make some quick call.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates! You seek to enter Batal, I presume? Go on through.
What to do?
Myself a drink. I'm starving, I am.
This is hard. If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Words worth hearing.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return of your own volition. This is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmouser's burrow in Backbatal. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Not good enough!
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
I doubt ice will be of any use against it.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
the end. For a moment there, I feared we would not.
The tide of battle was in our favor.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
There's a cave near here that you haven't explored yet. I found out about it in another world. Shall I show it to you?
This only ends one way.
Was this ox cart assailed? 'Tis in a dreadful state.
The work of goblins.
One cannot be too careful.
What purpose does yon statue serve, I wonder?
I imagine these statues offer peerless views of the surrounding area.
Drag this out.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
I understand thee, thy friend. Really not. How's this? You keep your life, and I take the rest.
No mercy!
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
Mayhap the force of this torrent could be employed for our own ends.
'Tis a glad thing we happened upon this. Unleashing it during combat ought to fluster our foes.
we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
magics are at your disposal. Halt, if you please.
You're gonna regret being in for scum like this. A smashing success.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
I am grateful. Quite a view from up here. You can see how high I can scale.
There, Master. Phantasms!
Time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Forward priority.
I grant you roaring blade. Stanford! You must not let down your guard even for a moment.
While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
Not good enough.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their swords are smashed beyond repair.
Right where it hurts!
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
Well met. Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between. Come, Let me buy you a drink. We've...
That was hard one.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again. Here already, are we? While we're here, shall we...
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Back Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this then. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger someday. Having said that, 'tis quite a relief. Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
How might I be of service? In a real battle? Oh, prove my worth.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
This is
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir. Huh? Always a pleasure.
Is it too much to hope for a helping hand?
Dead on my feet. Maybe I'll keep right here.
I'll make a living if I get myself injured.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
We pawns cannot set foot in Batal without feeling the people's contempt.
So this Ambrosius... This fellow possesses knowledge of the God's way. And we had best... seek him out. Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you what I can do.
Times change, but...
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, well, look no further. As it so happens, I've one to sell. Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Batal, where they're ill-loved. So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you? A wise decision, sir. Do be sure to read over the deed. Here you are, dear.
Could you come over here?
Well,
a good sleep will ensure we are prepared.
Methinks dead on my feet. Maybe I'll keep right here.
I'll bring myself to do
Some of
that.
us chilly sounds.
I could die happy in a place like this.
I love waking up knowing anything can happen.
Our ranks have grown, yet we pawns are men, one and all.
'Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss.
Gazing upon the sea makes me feel rather strange.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit. Let's do that bit over way. That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive. It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Who are you? No, never mind. 'Tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher you'll...
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
battle is best avoided here. Smite our enemies.
Why are you lying there? It is hardly an opportune time for a nap.
Feast your eyes on this!
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap. And I shall then I bid ye farewell.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's all worth our coin next time.
Gold is the result of expedition. Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Little does our foe realize how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
Indeed, you are correct. Next time I will grant you an elemental boon.
Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all?
Tiny fragments such as steel. I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the arisen. The power to command pawns. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you...
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't worry me. These things happen.
Of this world doomed to perpetuity. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap. You may be pitted against the dragon, yet its fate is yours to share. The god's way. Forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batal came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. Ye need not seek the dragon. Aye, make no mistake. Still, I suppose I can tell ye about a rumor I heard the other day. Apparent after all. Now that ye have been marked as arisen, so it stands to reason that e'en if a creature of draconic aspect, a mockery of one perhaps, but not the dragon true. The substance of which ye speak is formed of worm's life crystals, can be obtained not only from the true red dragon. They retain a measure of draconic power, and when used, then go. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins. Then I bid ye farewell.
We have yet more locations to attend to. Shall we go and speak with this Oracle Master? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Over here.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Come, let me grant you wings.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Halt, if you please.
You there! What are you doing? Escort this guest of ours inside.
Heard of any ways to make...
This is private land. You've no business.
I'm not interested.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
Looking for all impetus sight. A tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
I feel more welcome here than my own business.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Do not live to regret.
These flames to smite our enemies.
I knew you would come, Arisen One. You seek answers, and you shall have them, if 'tis within my power to know them. Loath as I am to admit it, I know little of the artifact of which you speak, though I shall tell you aught I can. I sense a land soaked in warmth, a warmth akin to your own, Arisen, to that of the power of the life you possess. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea, in a place unreachable by mortal hands. Though 'tis strange, for I sense also that this warmth grows ere near. 'Twould seem a path will be open to you in time, allowing you to venture into the heart of this warmth, so like your own. Perhaps he who was dragon-forged can tell you more. Seek him out in Harv Village, if you would learn from him. Can it be you are lost, Arisen One? The path to the dragon has many turns, but I can illuminate the way ahead if you so desire. I know only that which is already clear. This meeting shall not be up.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Oh dear. Well read, sir.
Well could use more faces like this.
You seem in fine spirits. How might I...
I'm sure I can handle this.
I'm stuck to the passenger going on.
If you want to be topped up.
You have no right, not.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Someone ought to put a stop to this.
What am I supposed to do?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
It can be most convenient.
This ox cart... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Should I get up to today? When does my...
Master, if you're carrying around... anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Perhaps 'tis time we return to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty to aid our people?
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. You would leave one of your own to die. This is impermissible. A village is nothing without its people. Sacrificing that poor soul amounts to cutting off your own arm. As Half's leader, you ought to strive to do whatever you can to bring him back alive. Can you truly say this decision benefits your people, Jonas?
Who are you to question me? I'll suffer none of your impudence, outsider. Be gone from our village.
I, Jonas. I am an outsider, and therefore have no reason to heed any commands you would give. I shall follow my own will, and do what must needs be done. All those with the strength and courage to do the same, join me at Stormwind Cave.
Let us do everything in our power to render aid to those in need.
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these if 'tis to be of use.
We must take care not to throw it away by mistake. What a view! I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
That's just what I was thinking. Could you come over here?
About time you came along. I've a special tale to share with you today. Or so I'd like to say, but it is getting rather late. Best... Ah, good. You're awake. Look to the sea, my friend. Hard to resist setting out in one's boat with... I've told you about the sunken temple in the middle of the sea, haven't I? But I ne'er spoke of the man who resides there. He was such a worthy ruler in life that his armies safeguard him even in death, as he himself would have it. He was once entrusted with the task of watching over this world from the heavens above. Yet he tired of his duty and abandoned his perch in the sky in favor of founding a small kingdom on the ground. Alas, though he was a just and goodly ruler, there is not a single person alive who remembers his name. Oh, it sounds unfortunate, but if you ask me, 'tis all a matter of perspective. I should know. In all my long years, I've never forgotten a single thing. Would that I could forget some of it. A lie it may seem, but a lie 'tis not. I speak only the truth. Come see me again if it pleases you.
Heavens fend. I've ne'er seen the like. I'd not known there were ruins in the depths of this cavern till the path appeared. 'Twas magic, methinks. should have liked to investigate. The place hadn't been crawling with monsters. I'll be needing sturdier arms than these before I head back in there, I fear. At any rate, I'd best report this discovery to my commander.
The timing of yon structure's appearance is most curious, as though it awaited our coming.
Curiously, it does not seem to be of mortal make.
Mayhap 'twould behoove us to investigate Stormwind Cave. What has occurred there?
I have no answer to give.
At last, a chance to use this. You would gather materials here?
Can I interest you in a room, sir?
Shall we get some rest then?